Aluminum wiring in mobile homes presents a significant safety hazard due to its susceptibility to overheating and electrical fires. Deterioration of aluminum connections increases electrical resistance, generating excessive heat. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, requires that aluminum wiring be rewired or replaced when found defective or hazardous. Specifically for mobile homes, the NEC states that aluminum wiring may be replaced with copper wiring. When considering cable options, MC cable or metal-clad cable is flexible and durable and provides a ground path. However, it may be more expensive than Romex. Romex, or non-metallic sheath cable, is less expensive but requires a separate ground wire and may not meet the authority having jurisdiction or ODGE requirements. The acceptance of MC cable or Romex depends on the local AHJ requirements. Contacting your local AHJ to determine their specific requirements for rewiring a mobile home with aluminum wiring is essential. Due to safety concerns and potential code requirements, it is strongly recommended to use MC cable for rewiring a mobile home. MC cable provides a safer and more durable option compared to Romex, especially when dealing with aluminum wiring. Firstly, ensure the new MC cable is properly sized and installed according to the NEC and manufacturer's instructions. Secondly, consider using copper pigtails to connect the MC cable to existing aluminum appliances or fixtures. Thirdly, have the completed rewiring inspected by a qualified electrician and obtain a permit if required by the AHJ. Replacing aluminum wiring with copper wiring improves safety. Aluminum wiring is more prone to oxidation, which can lead to loose connections and increased resistance. Increased resistance generates heat, creating a fire hazard. Copper wiring is less susceptible to oxidation and provides more reliable connections. When choosing between MC cable and Romex, MC cable offers enhanced protection. Its metal sheathing provides a physical barrier against damage and serves as an effective ground path. Romex, while less expensive, lacks this protective sheathing and relies on a separate ground wire, which may not be as robust. Proper installation is crucial for both MC cable and Romex. Firstly, all connections must be made using approved connectors and terminals. Secondly, wires should be properly secured to prevent movement and strain. Thirdly, follow the NEC guidelines for spacing and support of cables. When using copper pigtails, ensure they are properly sized and connected to the aluminum wiring using approved connectors designed for dissimilar metals. This prevents corrosion and ensures a reliable connection. Furthermore, consider the ampacity of the wiring. The wiring must be appropriately sized for the intended load. Consult the NEC tables for ampacity ratings based on wire gauge and insulation type. Do not overload circuits, as this can lead to overheating and fire hazards. Also, grounding is a critical safety feature. Ensure that all circuits are properly grounded to provide a path for fault current and protect against electrical shock. Check the grounding system to ensure it is functioning correctly. When working with electrical systems, always de-energize the circuit before starting any work. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is dead. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, including safety glasses and gloves. Additionally, consider the age of the mobile home. Older mobile homes may have unique wiring configurations or code requirements. Research the applicable codes and standards for the year the mobile home was manufactured. It is also important to document all work performed. Keep records of the wiring layout, materials used, and inspections completed. This documentation can be helpful for future maintenance or repairs. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions for all electrical products and materials. Using products in a manner not intended by the manufacturer can create safety hazards. When replacing electrical fixtures, choose fixtures that are compatible with the wiring system. Ensure that the fixtures are properly grounded and rated for the intended use. Also, consider the location of the wiring. Wiring in damp or wet locations requires special protection. Use moisture-resistant cables and enclosures to prevent corrosion and electrical shock. Remember that working with electricity can be dangerous. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work, hire a qualified electrician to do the job. A qualified electrician has the knowledge, skills, and experience to ensure that the work is done safely and correctly. Before starting any electrical work, obtain the necessary permits from the local HA. Permits ensure that the work meets code requirements and is inspected by qualified professionals. Understanding the NEC is essential for safe electrical work. The NEC provides detailed guidelines for wiring methods, materials, and installation practices. Familiarize yourself with the relevant sections of the NEC before starting any electrical project. When selecting wiring connectors, use connectors that are specifically designed for the type of wire being used. Using the wrong type of connector can lead to loose connections and overheating. Also, consider the environmental conditions when selecting wiring materials. Wiring exposed to sunlight, chemicals, or extreme temperatures may require special insulation or protection. Proper labeling of circuits is important for safety and maintenance. Label each circuit breaker or fuse to indicate the area or appliance it serves. This makes it easier to identify and troubleshoot electrical problems. Regular inspections of the electrical system are essential for identifying potential hazards. Check for loose connections, damaged wiring, and signs of overheating. Address any problems promptly to prevent more serious issues. When working with aluminum wiring, use antioxidant compounds to prevent corrosion. Apply the compound to the wire before making connections to ensure a reliable and long-lasting connection. Furthermore, consider the use of arc fault circuit interrupters, or SIs. SIs detect arc faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires, and trip the circuit breaker to prevent a fire. SIs are required in many areas of the home, including bedrooms and living areas. Also, ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs, protect against electrical shock. GFCIs are required in wet locations, such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. When installing wiring in walls or ceilings, protect the wiring from damage by using nail plates or conduit. This prevents nails or screws from penetrating the wiring and causing a short circuit. Additionally, consider the use of surge protectors to protect electronic equipment from voltage spikes. Surge protectors divert excess voltage away from sensitive electronics, preventing damage. Remember to turn off the power before replacing light bulbs or working on electrical fixtures. This prevents electrical shock and ensures safety. When using extension cords, choose cords that are rated for the intended use. Do not overload extension cords, as this can cause overheating and fire hazards. Also, avoid running extension cords under rugs or furniture, as this can damage the cord and create a fire hazard. Regular maintenance of the electrical system can help prevent problems. Clean electrical panels and fixtures to remove dust and debris. Check for loose connections and tighten them as needed. Finally, consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about electrical safety. A qualified electrician can provide expert advice and ensure that your electrical system is safe and reliable.